Hey guys, it's Jackie M with another episode of MOMC TV. I'm sorry we're an hour late. We just had some technical issues behind the scenes. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. And today we have Zaleha Olpin, that Rendang lady over in Bristol in the UK. And she's going to be attempting Scotch eggs with an eclectic touch to it, a Malaysian eclectic touch, no less. And apart from that, we are going to see Chef Bob Adnan hop on screen, also Chef Johari Idris, and yours truly is going to do a little segment at the end as well, visiting Zaleha's home state of Pahang. So make sure you check that out. And last but not least, just to make sure you stay to the end, because we've got quite an interesting little outtake from Zaleha for you all to enjoy. But again, guys, make sure you say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. Hit us up with any questions you have, because Zaleha is on standby to answer your questions, and I hope you enjoy.
Hi. Okay, Chef Joe. I have a question for you. Can I know what is your favorite international cuisine? Tell us. You want to know?
I would prefer Japanese food, frankly speaking. As a traditional Japanese diet, because they are quite well balanced, so featuring more fish rather than red meat, plenty of vegetable, pickle and fermented food, and small portion of rice. So it involves very little processed food in the Japanese cuisine and lower overall sugar intake. So basically, I can say that the Japanese diet is low in calories and extremely nutritious.
Hi everyone, greetings from Bristol. I'm Zaleha, also known as that Rendang Lady, and for this episode of MOMC TV, I will be making Scotch eggs, which is a very famous British picnic snack, and I am going to put a little bit of Malaysian flavour into my Scotch eggs today. So let's cook. For the first thing, before we start with our Scotch eggs, we need eggs. Okay, we need to boil it. For this one, 55 grams, you will need 4 minutes of boiling, because as soon as the water in this pot starts to boil, we will put the timer on and we will boil it for exactly 4 minutes. And by doing that, this is what our preference, this is what our family prefer, slightly soft egg yolk. I am going to show you the ingredients that we need to make the Scotch eggs. First of all, you will need the beef. There you go, minced beef. You need minced beef. You will also need some breadcrumbs. You will need some Worcestershire sauce. You will need some what is this again? You need some soy sauce, light soy sauce. You need eggs. This is my touch. This is 5 spice powder, and you need some salt. You will also need some garlic. You will also need some onions, a little bit of Chinese coriander, which is also called celery leaves, and you will also finally need a little bit of spring onions. While waiting for that, we will start chopping our onions and garlic. So, I know this is a little bit noisy, but it's not gonna go for too long. Right. We are going to chop the garlic. Just mince it like that, and it doesn't go in there. Half to 1 onion, which is a medium size onion. Go in there. Right, the water started to boil, so I am going to put, where's my timer on? I'm going to put a timer for 4 minutes. We will take it off exactly at 4 minutes, and we are going to put it into ice water, which I have ready here. It will plunge it straight into the cold water to stop the cooking. Yeah? A little bit of spring onion. Right, it's gonna go in there. Now, small bit of Chinese coriander. This is from my garden. I'm sure you can get it anywhere in the Asian supermarket. It will go into the mixture. Straight in there. Right. That's another few minutes. So now I'm going to add in the rest of the ingredients. It will go straight into this for us to mix. Yeah. This is about half cup, so I'm just going to put in a 1/3 cup. The soy sauce goes in. The Worcester. Chinese 5 spice. I'm going to put it all in. About 1 tablespoon. A little bit of salt. Maybe just that much. And 1 egg. Finally, 1 egg goes in there. So that's about it. That's the ingredients. I'm just going to add in a little bit more salt, just to make sure we have enough. So put it in. There you go. That's the mixture that we are going to add it in shortly. We're still waiting for the eggs to boil, so I think we have enough time to just mix this in. Yeah, let's take a look. You're going, oh, it smells so good already actually. Fantastic. Mix this. Oops, what's going on? Put that in, put it in, there you go. As long as you squeeze it and mix it in. There you go. There you go. That's the mixture that we need. The gloves are way too big for me. Just a little bit more there. Right, I'm lifting it up to make sure everything mixed in. Ugh, this is bad. Right. Right, that's it. The gloves are too big. Okay, there you go. That's what you need. That's basically what you need. There you go. This is done. It's going to go straight into the cold water, like that. Ah, one's the egg cracked, I think. Let's see. Right, my wok to fry them in a bit. So that is the first part that we have done. Now we have done the eggs. The eggs are cold. We are going to peel the eggs and we are going to start making the Scotch eggs. I'm going to show you how to do it. First we peel the eggs. I'm going to put it right in there. It's going to... Let's hope it's cooked as how we like it. I'm using British blue eggs today, so it's going to be interesting. It's quite new to us. I found them recently at the local shop. Before we wrap the meat around the eggs and we roll it in the breadcrumbs, in egg, flour and breadcrumbs, and we are going to deep fry our Scotch eggs. Boom. There. Oh, the yellow is soft. Right, we have peeled the eggs there. Now we're going to stage 2, which is wrapping the meat around the eggs and frying them. So what you need is 2 eggs that I have lightly beaten them. You will also need breadcrumbs and you will also need plain flour. So this is the meat that we're going to make into patty and roll it around the eggs later on. So I'm going to start with a little bit of the meat. I'm going to flatten it that way. Just flatten them as much as you can, like that. And you gently put in 1 egg around it. So you're just going to actually seal it. If you see any hole, just keep going on and sealing it until you get that. Okay, now what you need to do is, so that's what we need, yeah? Now we are going to roll it around the flour. And into the egg mixture, beaten eggs, and straight into the breadcrumbs. That's what we need. We're going to put it into the fridge for 20 minutes at least, 20 to 30 minutes for it to set, and then we're going to deep fry them. I'll be back in a bit. Hi guys, I'm back. So we have the eggs in the fridge for 20 minutes. Have you got it? Thank you. So that's the eggs. It's nice and firm and slightly dry. So it's going to go into the hot oil. Yeah, so there you go. Oil is hot. I'm going to just reduce the heat to make sure it's cooked through. Oh, this is slightly wet. It's going to go in anyway. So I'm going to fry 2 in one go, I think. Right, this is the little bit that I put in to get a bit of my stuff. Lime leaves. And leave those in there while frying, so you get a little bit of coffee lime smell in the oil. So I'm going to turn it up. You fry this for about 6 to 8 minutes. I'm going to put the timer on. There you go, 6 minutes. You can also fry them like for 4 minutes and finish off in the oven for another 5-6 minutes, but it doesn't really matter. You can always just fry them in hot oil like this. It works either way. It works actually. So we'll just keep on going and frying them. Reduce the temperature a little bit so it's cooked through, especially the meat needs cooking, although the eggs are done. Just make sure that you are frying them on medium to low heat and make sure that the meat is cooked through. You know the eggs are fine, but the meat needs to be cooked properly. I'm super excited actually to see what's in there. If the egg yolk is still soft or if it's gone hard. I don't know, it's a trial and error, so don't shoot me with that. Right, we have finished frying. I'll fry this later on. I'm just going to show you just one and see how it comes out. We're going to let it cool off for a bit, and while waiting for it to cool off, I'm going to show you how to make a simple dip to go with the Scotch eggs. Here I have full fat mayonnaise, and I've got a little bit of lime leaves here. We can slice lime leaves, or we can also use lime leaf powder there. I got them from my supplier in Australia, which is My Blue Tea Australia. It's really good. If you can get hold on that, it's also brilliant. Or you can always slice this and put it into your dressing. You also need palm sugar. If you don't have palm sugar, you can use maple syrup. You can use what else? You can use golden syrup or you can use dark brown sugar. I use palm sugar that I mix with a little bit of water there. We need a bit of garlic because it's similar to garlic aioli, and you also need a little bit of Chinese 5-spice powder. We are going to now mix it in. Mix, 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 mix. Do a little bit of these leaves. Just throw in a little bit in there. So you got some colour and some natural green in there. There. Just going to add it in there. Oh, it smells so good. You don't need to put any lime juice because we don't want any element of sourness in there. I'm gonna try it. Oh, so good. Oh, my cloth. Right. So, the moment of truth. Let's have a look. Ta-da! Let's see what we have here. Right? I am nervous. I am super, super nervous. Ah, look at that! Yay, yay, yay! Look. That is our kind of Scotch eggs. Really soft egg yolk and very, very happy. So I'm going to plate it now. A little bit of peanuts will go on top of the dressing shortly. Scotch eggs with some salad with lime leaves aioli, and I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of Chinese coriander and some spring onion. That's it. That's it. That, guys, is how I make my Scotch eggs with a little bit of Asian touch. Eclectic cooking for March from MOMC. I hope to see you again. I hope you enjoy the video. Bye for now.
Being in the tropics, Malaysia is full of waterways, and in the middle of the country is the riverside town of Temolo. It's a pretty spot and home to a Malaysian delicacy I was keen to try. But first, I wanted to see where it came from. I think I can hear the fish already.
Be careful.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. So I've made my way to Temolo, which is inland from Kuala Lumpur. Now, okay. Now, Temolo is actually at the junction of two rivers, the Pahang River and the Semantan River. I'm told that Temolo is actually referred to as Bandar Ikan Patin, which means a patin fish town. Patin fish apparently is a kind of local catfish that's caught in the rivers over here. So I'm going to do what a lot of people in the past have done, that is travel all the way to Temolo to actually try the fish here. And I've got a local chef here, Eddie, to help me out with that. Eddie, tell me about this fish farm. This is where you get your fish for your restaurant? Yes. How big do they grow to?
1.5 or 2 kilo.
1.5 and 2 kilos. Okay. Now, I know that you can catch the fish in the river, but why are they farming it here?
比較貴啊。
Quite good, quite okay,
Ah.
yeah. And because it's more expensive, basically, I think just over the years, the catching this fish is just getting a little bit tricky, and it's a lot more expensive. Obviously, catching it in the wild, it actually tastes a lot better. But also, to make it sustainable and affordable, they've started farming this fish, so we can still enjoy a delicious ikan patin meal just from this farm fish as well. I see some fish pellets over here. You think we can feed them?
Yes, sure.
Oh, great. This is exciting. Here we come. Oh my goodness. Look at them. Wow. I don't want to fall in, but I'm very intrigued by this fish. Catfish are normally a bottom feeder, and their flesh can taste quite muddy. But these are farmed, so their diet can be controlled to ensure a sweeter flavor. It's also a far more environmentally friendly way to source the fish. Operations like this have allowed the wild populations of patin to come back to more healthy numbers. It has also allowed the supply to be more reliable. Now, as much as I was enjoying the tour of the farm, I was here to taste this famous delicacy.
So we are going to do all this, and we will put this in the fridge for 20 to 30 minutes for it to coat and, I don't know, set maybe, and then we're gonna put it.